What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to 2023. Today we've got another week in the life of running a clothing brand. We got some new goals, we got some missions we're going to accomplish. It's going to be a good week, it's going to be a good year. We've got a new little setup. There's some more stuff coming that's going to go with that, but anyway, let's see how this week goes, eh? Okay, so it's actually already the end of Monday already. Didn't really do much. I had to go rescue my family from this camping mission with all the kids and everything. That's the whole thing. Go back. I'm going to do some Q&A for Instagram, so I'm going to record that now. And I'm going to do a separate Q&A. So what I want to do is do a Q&A on Instagram, record that, just check it on the story and everything, and then get those questions and record a separate YouTube video and this podcast. Actually, they'll probably be the same thing, but record a whole separate thing that's a bit more polished, which I'll probably do tomorrow. I think is the plan to do that. So I'm going to get through these Instagram questions and then we'll go from there. Okay, this is cool. This is a question I've actually never got before. So for our t-shirts, we use 100% combed cotton, and basically it's just cotton, but what that means is it's, actually I forgot, frick, I should have looked this up before. I can't remember exactly what it means, but you can feel the difference. It feels softer, it feels super, you know when you unwrap a t-shirt and you can tell if it's really nice quality or if it's kind of cheap, and combed cotton is what makes it just feel really nice and soft and comfortable. So 100% combed cotton. Good morning, everybody. It's about 7 a.m. I haven't got changed yet. I just finished my morning routine, had my time with God. What I normally do now is go exercise, but I'm going to be going for a long walk with my girlfriend later today, and I've got a lot of work to do. Yesterday kind of threw my schedule off a little bit, so I'm a little bit behind. So today, I'm probably just going to get cracking with work. I'm not going to exercise. I'll do that later in the day with my girlfriend. I'll show you this content thing that I made that I think I talked about before. Emails, email to blog, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram posts, Instagram stories, TikToks, Pinterest, and podcast. So we added a whole bunch of stuff that's a lot more content that I've ever produced in my life, and so we're on schedule so far. I've got 2 weeks. I'm 2 weeks ahead, and tomorrow I'll be doing the third week, so we should be a bit ahead. So what I do when I'm done my morning routine is I go through my to-do list, cut out anything that I don't actually have to do today, anything that's like automated that's not actually relevant for today, and then get cracking with the highest priority stuff and make my way from highest priority to lowest priority and see where we get. Okay, so I've got the podcast all recorded. It's up on the scheduled on the podcast, scheduled on YouTube, and I'm trying this thing where I work for 45 minutes and take a 5-minute break, because I feel like sitting at my desk is actually really hard for a long time. I'm eating good, I'm going exercising every day and everything, but there's nothing that helps just sitting at a desk for ages, and buying a standing desk costs like $700 for a good one. So for my 5-minute breaks, I would usually be inside or I'd read a book or something, but my vision's always close and I'm always looking at something straight ahead of me. So what I've learned is actually good to get outside, and just check the horizon, look outside, look at the sky, set your eyes somewhere far away, and then that helps you sort of reset your brain. Not reset your brain, that sounds weird, but just take a bit of a break from sitting around a screen and sitting at desk the whole time. So I'm here, it's been 5 minutes, and I go back to putting the podcast up on emails and LinkedIn and the blog. So we're taking a break, and then we'll get back to that in 5 minutes. Okay, so it is 5 minutes to 7 in the morning. I've been doing setting up some freelance stuff. My Henry account, which is accounting, pays my tax and stuff, everything for me. So I'm getting stuff ready to go to start getting paid for some freelance work that I'm trying to set up at the moment. I'm going to take you through my morning routine, and I'll kind of show you what I've done. So far all I've done is first step, open my curtains, let's get that done. Actually, let's turn this light on. It's not only good for the video, it's good for waking up. Hello? There we go. Bit of light in the morning helps you wake up, helps get all that sleep chemicals out of your brain. So I've done that. I've logged my weight. I track my weight every single day, turn that into an average for the week, and track week by week the averages, how they change, so you miss all the peaks and stuff. Put that into tracking so I can track my body fat percentage. So I put that all into a Google sheet. How much I'm lifting, just tracking everything but my fitness all on my Google sheet. So that's done for today. Now I'm going to write down my goals. That's the next thing. Okay, so I just write down my goals every morning, and that's something I've been doing for a while, and they sort of keep in my brain what's my goals. And what I'm actually writing down isn't my yearly goals or my monthly this is my monthly goals actually. So what I have a Google Doc of my yearly goals, my monthly goals, and weekly goals, and it's just breaking them up into smaller, more actionable things I can do each month and each week. And so for a month I'll write down all my monthly goals and say I will do this in this many days, how many days it is to the end of the month. And then I go through, I got another Google sheet, and I have all my monthly and all my weekly goals and stuff I need to do for my tasks. So by the end of the year, I hope to reach my annual goals, but we'll see how that goes. The next thing I do is called visualization, and it's a little bit airy. It's not all the fluff you think it is. I don't imagine what my life is going to be when I achieve my goals, because that's actually detrimental to achieving your goals. What you want to do is imagine your life if you don't achieve your goals, and that's the key little takeaway for you there. So I'm going to do that for a little bit. So I'm going to look at my goals, imagine what my life will be like if I don't reach them. Then we've got a few more things to do for this morning routine. Okay, so the next thing I do after is I plan my day. Go through my calendar, go through my reminders, see what's happening today, sort of get a bit of an idea in my head. What's the priorities, what do I have to do? And I just realised I've actually got this coaching call at 8 a.m. and it's now 7 a.m. It's not a coach, it's something I'm joining, like a webinar for this new program that I got that I'm trying out with the Son of Man and for work, for my full-time job. So I want to jump on that at 8 a.m. but I also wanted to go to the gym today. So I think we're going to bang through this morning routine really quick, and we might just only have time for a really quick workout. So that's why you plan your day, that's why you see what's coming up. So let's tick that off, and we've got a call in less than an hour, and we've got to hit the gym, so let's get through this quickly. Okay, so the final things would be do my 10 minutes of God time, turn on Do Not Disturb, which is already turned on my phone and my laptop for the day, and then turn on this app called Self Control, and what that does is it blocks. You set a timer for how long you want, and it blocks whatever websites you want. So I do Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, stuff.co.nz. So some websites that are really easy to get distracted with. So I've turned those on. I think I'm going to do my 10 minutes of God time after the gym, or maybe at the gym. Probably after the gym, just because I want to hit the gym. I hate going to the gym later in the day, I hate it. So I'm going to go right now while I'm pumped to go to the gym and do my God time after the gym and probably the webinar. So that's my morning routine. Okay, so story time. It's been a pretty slow month or two. I didn't really do any December promotions for Son of Man. Hasn't been lots of sales, and what I've been doing, I worked with this marketing agency, and they basically told me I should focus on the homeless stuff and not do the Christian stuff because it's harder to target, it's harder to find your audience with advertising and everything. We couldn't get the ads to work. I ended up stop using them, so I'm back on my own, but I kind of kept the whole focus on the homelessness for the brand and haven't really focused on the Christian side and kind of watered that out a little bit, and I thought that's what I wanted to do, but I've noticed there's been less engagement on social media, less engagement in the emails, just less sales, just less everything's not going as well as it used to. And I listened to this podcast this morning while I was at the gym, and it was about how to sell in a saturated market, and I'm like, well, I do clothing, I run a clothing brand, a saturated market's probably what I'm in, and they said, like, stop focusing on what, like, the product and stuff, and focus on the person. Like, who's the person? You have to get really niche. If you start a supplement company, you wouldn't just start a whey protein supplement company, because you can't sell. There's brands out there who already do that. But if you started a let's say a pre-workout for dads who like golf, boom. That's very specific. You can create content around that. You can create all your messaging around that one niche. Whereas with Son of Man, we've kind of watered out the whole Christian side. We've done the homelessness charity side, but I don't think charity is a strong enough reason for someone to associate with a brand. For example, if you see a brand that says, we give 10% of our profit to revenue, you usually don't really care. Like, even as someone who supports charity and someone who tries to be generous, if I see that, that's not going to make me buy from a certain brand. It's not really a decision maker for which brand I buy from. But the targeting the person is a lot more specific. For example, if we did focus more on Christians, we can create better content towards them. Everything's a little bit wishy-washy with the Son of Man content at the moment, and I think I want to nail down on the specifics, put Christianity back at the forefront of the brand. Change at the moment, our website banner says Son of Man, blah, 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 we're ending homelessness in Aotearoa. That's what I want to keep doing, but I don't think that's the focus. I don't think that's the core message we want to send for our brand. It doesn't resonate with as many people as doing something like a Christian clothing brand that's not cringe, that is like professional, like luxury quality products, but that's not a cringe clothing brand that's Christian. And so I think that's the stuff we want to focus on more, and that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to be updating our Instagram bios, the homepage a little bit, and over time the content will be making a shift into that. So that's what I'm working on now. And yeah, you'll probably see those differences over the next few days.